today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Davis Mills and the Houston Texans taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice.
First down, Murray. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
From the gun, Murray. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Over the middle here to Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Connor up the middle, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Murray now. Quick slant to Brown. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Connor is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cards will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out in his 2nd season now out of Stanford. Here's Davis Mills.
And remember, when he came out of college, he left early, so a lot of people weren't really paying attention to this young man, but he was entrusted with a leadership role early in his NFL career and didn't shy away from it. His goal, continue to prove that there should have been one more quarterback that went in the first round of the 2021 draft.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mills. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run behind center with Connor. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Murray on 3rd and 1, finding Ertz again. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 11-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Here's Murray. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Texans scoop it. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Opening carry of the game here for Rex Burkhead. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 23-yard line.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Cardinals first down.
An option handoff given to Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Murray. Oh, a heck of a move. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Throwing, Mills. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Murray now to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Murray now on 1st down. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Now Murray again. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
At the Texans' 39-yard line.
Murray going to hold on once more. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Murray going to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Mills to throw it.
That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Set to punt. Here's Cameron Johnston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Green here.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first.
They'll set up a throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Murray.
Rotates Ertz going across the middle.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. On the handoff, Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
From the 22, Murray.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They're going to run. Here's Connor. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Texans defense stands tall. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. You think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually 1 miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run him back out there and let him have another chance.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mills. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mills now.
Throw left side complete. That's Howard. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19.
And the Cardinals 1st down.
Looking to throw. Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the gun, a give to Connor. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10 is Connor. They juked him, and he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll run here with Connor. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Mills. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field. You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. From the gun on third down, Murray. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Desmond King back deep. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Mills, catch made here by Rex Burkhead as running back.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
That's underneath to Pierce.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Well, the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Murray, he's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Murray, he's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Prater on to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Mills.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Smith. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
On second down, here's Pierce. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Mills. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Burkhead moves left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Mills on first down. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Up the gut with Burkhead. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 16, Mills. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Pierce. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Burkhead will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
Back to throw. Mills looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Cardinals football, Marquise Brown back out now with the Arizona offense. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. 74 yards on the ground for him so far.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. Taking it right down Broadway. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Throwing on first down is Ertz over the middle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now a second down and 6. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get it.
A give to Burkhead on first down. And he only managed to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The second down run for Burkhead. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Working out of the gun, Mills. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Texans use the short field to get in for 6. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, and now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Mills going to throw for it, and that's caught at the 2. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
3rd quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe 1st or 2nd, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball. Points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. An easy way to make it up to them. Get out there now and get some points on this drive.
90 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits,
I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans will take over. Brandon Cooks trots back onto the field with the rest of this Texan offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit the end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Mills. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Burkhead going to run straight ahead here. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Mills. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now Mills on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Mills. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
The question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was Damian Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent 1st half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Murray now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, quick hitter here, it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Murray going to run on the option. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the gun, Murray.
Ertz with another grab. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now Murray's got to have this one. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. Still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Running right on the option is Murray.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Murray now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to about the 19. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Prater's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
59, mark, check, 59.
Throwing, Mills. To Pierce, they set up the screen. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Mills. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Mills again. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. First down, Mills. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Pierce now up the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Try to pick it up on the ground with Burkhead. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4.
Mike, check. 59. I'm coming at you.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. No.
Give to Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Damian Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Screen pass to Connor. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Murray now on 1st down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Murray now. He's got Connor, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice gain.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. To throw is Murray. Able to find Ertz. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. This will be caught once again by Brown. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Murray to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. That time a 9-play drive.
And it ends with a Zach Ertz touchdown.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this will be recovered by the Texans. And the ball is out. Burkhead lost it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you start.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.